Today's show here at Milliken Mills High School in, I believe it's Unionville, right? Or Markham, or one of those areas where it's too rich for me to live. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of today's show is. I think it's some sort of a motivational type thing. You know, you do, I don't know, I'm going to do part of my act, and then I'm going to talk to the kids about, I guess, whatever questions they have about stuff. This dude's standing off to the side here waiting, you know, trying like he's not trying to get on TV or something. Whatever. And so that's all I know about the show right now. And I'm sure we could cut from here, like, you know, you could, it'll be one of those things, I'm really not sure what the show's going to be about, and then you cut to, like, you know, one of those segments of the show, and then you cut back to me, and I'm like, well, I guess that's what the show's about.
We'll help you out, Russell. The show was put together by Markham resident Rasul Somji, who also took part.
Man. But you guys have to stay in school, for real, man. That's why, you know, you look at me. You don't want to look like me. For real. Like, I dropped out of school, man. I tried to apply for a job to become a bouncer. Seriously, man. I should have gone to school. Damn.
Reasons why we're here in Milliken Mills High School. The first reason is that because we want to kind of give out a message to the kids or students why they should stay in school, and to put like a humor behind it. You know, we just don't want to come in and say, oh, you gotta stay in school, you gotta stay in school. You know, and joke around a bit, and that way they'll feel comfortable on why they should stay in school. And I brought in Russell Peters. He's #1 comic in Canada. And if he comes down, they might feel special that he came to Milliken Mills and not other schools. So I thought it would be a nice treat for Milliken Mills, and besides, that's my community, and I thought I should do something nice for Markham.
My friends would be in the house, my dad would walk in, okay, come on, Marlon, move your bumbo clock and go home.
More from Russell Peters' visit to Milliken Mills High School on next week's edition of Live. That's it for this week's show. I'm Phil Martino. Have a great weekend. Welcome to Live. On today's show, more from our interview with Canadian comic Russell Peters when he was in Markham for a show at Milliken Mills High School.
I grew up with black people, man. It's hard growing up around. Actually, I grew up around Jamaicans. You have no idea how hard it is growing up around Jamaicans when you're not Jamaican. Actually, you do know how hard it is. I heard some Indian guy come to going, yeah, man, safe guy.
Rasul Somji, who's on the show, I don't know what his affiliation is with the school, but he said that they would really like to have me here as a guest or whatever, and the kids are fans of mine, so I said, sure. If the money's right, I'll be there.
Are there like any white people in the school, man? I don't like hard. Good. Glad to see you came out today. All right. It's nice to see minorities with us. That's good.
I do a lot of racial humor. I talk about the racial climate, and I pick on every race out there, and every nationality, and every culture, and I don't go for the obvious stereotypes. You know, like people would say Chinese and bad driving. Well, I don't touch the bad driving. I move on to more deeper issues. I find out what really bugs them. Not for me to bug them, but like, you know, what's really going on in their community.
Are they really bad drivers?
They're not that bad. I went to Hong Kong. It's actually white people that are bad drivers over there. All the stereotypes about them. So, you know, I'm thinking maybe it's the rest of the world that's a bad driver. They are the largest population, so majority rules.
My friends would be in the house, my dad would walk in, okay, come on, Marlon, move your bumbo clock and go home.
I kind of hit racism right on the head, you know what I mean? As opposed to enforcing it, I break it down. But you see how silly it all is, you know what I mean? So that way people go, oh, I see what he's done here. You know, one of those, it's like reverse psychology.
It's good to see all these kind of people, man. This is looks like a big Benetton ad, you know?
Mill, so you know my career's on fire right now. We're at Milliken Mills High School at 9:45 in the morning on a Friday, so, you know, things are going really well. I swear to God, things are going well in my career.
I love hip-hop more than you guys do, and you'll never hear me speak like that. No? No, listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. When hip-hop was in its glory years, you were peeing your pants still. You realize that? I was there, in the front lines, breaking. I'd break now, but I'm too old, and I'd probably break something.
I'm thinking if my high school looked like this, I would never skip school. It's like a mall. See what they've done? They've done that reverse psychology thing again. They've made high schools look like malls, so kids won't want to go to a mall and hang out because it reminds them of high school. The school is hype, man. The kids are, it's like this is the weirdest school I've been to in a long time. I mean, not because I haven't been in high school in 11 years, but the demographics of this school. Look, take a shot of these kids coming down the stairs. Look, not a white one among them. There's like no white kids in this school anywhere. She doesn't look white to me. There you go. See? Even the white kids aren't white. They're like Greek and Italian. That's not white. That's Greek and Italian. What are you, Christina?
I'm Polish.
You see what I mean? That's not white. That's Polish. You got a picture of you and your girl?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Bunju, is that her name? Or is that you? You're Bunju? Or is that like a term of endearment?
It's kind of name.
Okay. Is that Cantonese?
Yeah.
The writing?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to say? Oh, done. Okay. We're being nosy now, right? Okay. I thought that said Dule Loma, but I guess I was wrong. See, that's good.
What's that business for?
For America's Funniest Home Video. No, I'm just kidding. It's actually for immigration, so if you're a legal man, we've got a problem here. Okay, well, what do you have in there? You got a T-shirt with sweat marks on the armpit.
Yeah, we have gym clothes.
Right? You see the nasty sweat marks. But at least you know she was wearing deodorant because you can see the deodorant marks on it. I'm not exactly sure. I don't want to touch stuff, but I'm not exactly sure what this is. If you could tell us what that is, maybe. Let's
When
figure.
it's raining, put it over your head.
Oh.
Could have find an umbrella.
See, she's practical. See, girls nowadays are way more practical than they were back in the days. We would just get wet. He's got an Eddie Bauer bag. I'm thinking he's not doing so badly, you know? And a Fila bag. This guy's like name brand. A FUBU sweatshirt, a Eddie Bauer knapsack, a Fila knapsack.
What's the FUBU sweatshirt?
You know, FUBU, man.
What's FUBU?
You know, it's a hip-hop gear. He's obviously not a hip-hopper, but, you know, it's fashionable.
Why do we have him?
Yeah, explain.
Number one Canadian comedian. Right here. He's the best guy. Number one.
Are you saying he's funny?
Yeah, he's crazy funny.
I don't know about that. I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations at this time.
With the purpose to come and entertain high school, and at the same time to give a message for them to stay in school. And if you don't stay in school, you'll end up being like Russell, and you don't want that.
Yeah. Wealthy at 29.
In